Hey, today's Friday. Of course, I don't need to tell you what this week's theme is, so let's get right to it with my first book, 1984 by George Orwell. I had to read this one for school, and I was happily surprised. It actually was quite a good book. It's about after the Second World War, how the world could have ended up, which it didn't, but it's really interesting to read his ideas on how politics could go down and how the world population could be kept dumb. Generally, it's just really interesting to see how people after the war thought about how the world could end up. The next book is a series of books. It's the Spiderwick series. There's 5 of them. I've had these for quite some time now. I got them when I was a lot smaller, long before the movie was even ever released. I wouldn't recommend them to any of you simply because they're really kids' books. They're not meant for teenagers or adults to read, though they're really entertaining if you're 12 or younger, probably. The next book really shouldn't go without mention, or really the series shouldn't go without mention. Discworld by Terry Pratchett. This one's called Making Money. I think there's about 43 books in the series right now, and this is one of my favorites. This is also the first one of the series that I read. Discworld series is a serious recommendation. You just have to read these. I mean, he's a really funny author, and all his books are great. Now, I didn't choose to show you a lot of books, mainly because most of them you'll probably already know, or I've already showed them in videos, and others I didn't think worthy to show. But I definitely saved the best for last. The Gargoyle by Davidsom. My dad got me this book when we went on holiday 3 years ago probably. I've only read it once simply because I'm not a big fan of reading books more than once, because it just stays up here with me. I can't enjoy a book as much the second time as I did the first time, so I just choose to read them once with some exceptions. I'm gonna read this one again this summer because I really want to. I want to relive the story because it's really good. The book is about a guy, and I don't really want to reveal too much because I wouldn't want to spoil it if you still want to read this. If you don't, send me a private message or something so I can answer that. It's about this guy who has a car accident, and then this woman comes to visit him in the hospital, and she tells him that she knows him very well actually, and she tells him all sorts of stories, and through the book as you get to know the guy better and you get to know the woman better, and different characters start to show up as well, you really start to get an understanding of what's really going on, and you sort of lose the sense of fiction. It feels like it's a real book, though if you read it you will know that it's fiction, but you want it to be true. You want this to really be a true story, and that's what I love so much about it. I don't have any complaints about this book, which doesn't happen much because I'll often find one small tiny little thing in a book that annoys me, but there's none in this, absolutely none. So yeah, those were the books that I wanted to show you this week. I think I should now get online and order all the books that you showed, or just about every single one of them. That's gonna be really expensive. And Maddie, I will see you on Monday.